Shortly after 8 o'clock tonight, we got a call of a child that was shot and simultaneously of an accident where a child was involved. And what we've been able to piece together so far is that the child was shot inside a home on near 46th Street and 15th Avenue South. And a family member was transporting that child and lost control of the car and crashed here on 15th Avenue South and 34th Street. The child was transported with life-threatening injuries. This is a 2-year-old little boy who is in critical condition. And the person who was driving the car is now being questioned by our police officers and detectives to try to figure out exactly what occurred.
We don't know exactly what led up to this at this point?
No, this is all just kind of unfolding. We have 2 different scenes here. As you can tell, it's a little complicated. It occurred, we believe, inside the home. This was an isolated incident. It was domestic in nature. And then the car crashed a few blocks away as they were trying to get the child to get medical help. So we're still trying to piece together exactly what occurred and how this child came to be injured.
And not sure yet on if the child was hurt more by the crash or anything like
that.
Yes,
that would be up for the medical professionals to determine, but we know that the child was definitely injured by a gunshot in the home. And then, of course, then it was also in the vehicle when it was involved in the crash. So still, either way, this child is very critically injured and in very serious condition tonight.
Have we recovered a weapon or anything at this point?
No information on that yet. Our detectives are still working on this case, and we should have some answers a little bit later this evening or early tomorrow morning.
How many people were in the home? Do you know?
Don't have that information yet.
Sorry, did you ask one?
How many people were in the home? Don't know that.
One gunshot wound?
Don't know. Don't know.
And just for something like this to happen on Memorial Day weekend, a lot of families are gathering.
Well, this is just a very sad situation for whatever occurred to have ended up with a baby, really, a 2-year-old boy getting hurt and getting shot by this type of gun violence is very, very sad. And of course, our detectives are working very hard on this, and we're trying to put everything together to find out exactly what happened.
And you said this little boy had just turned 2, right? Like last month.
We know his birthday was in April, so he is just a toddler, just an innocent child. And yet, he was very seriously hurt tonight. So our detectives are working to put this together. Unfortunately, this occurred, but inside this home, we don't believe that there's any threat to anyone else because this was an isolated incident that occurred inside this house. And, of course, we are hoping to get more information as we talk to the person who was driving the car.
So, not sure yet or can't release on who shot the little boy?
Oh, that's still part of this investigation.
You know if it was accidental? I'm sure you're investigating that too. So.
Yeah, that's all part of it.
Okay. And we don't know the relation of the guy that was driving the toddler?
Not yet. We know the relation. I'm not ready to release that yet because we're still trying to determine exactly what happened. And we don't know. We're talking to one person who was driving, but we don't know exactly what occurred inside the house.
So we don't know if you said, is this a domestic issue? We don't know if it's an accident or an actual violent domestic issue?
We don't.
Okay.
We don't know, but we know that it occurred inside the home.
Okay.
And this was all, it wasn't a drive-by, it wasn't a stranger, it wasn't outside, it was inside the home where this occurred.
And it was the little boy lived in that house?
He was in the house tonight.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
And you said the driver was not injured during this car crash. Was there anyone else in that car?
As far as we know, only the driver and the child. But again, we're still investigating all of that. As soon as we have more information from the driver, we'll be able to release that.
What's next?
Well, right now, our detectives are speaking to the driver. And of course, we have officers at the hospital as well to try to get more information about the child's condition. And we'll be... Careful, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Let's make sure that... Okay.
Oh, that's me.
All right.
Oh.
So...
We're just...
Okay. Just making
after
sure...
Orlando, I'm just like, I'm just real...
I can go down a laundry list of things of why.
Yeah, I'm just like, I just get real...
So, bottom line is, we have this very complicated scene at the house that we're trying to piece together still, and then, of course, trying to figure out what happened.
Anything else before?
That's all we have tonight.
Okay. All right. Thank
We
you.
got one more news